Greetings Vintage Diecast fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Sharky's Garage for another episode of my vintage collection, diecast collection. This will be episode 5 in the series. There may be some racing later on. If people want to see that, please leave me a comment down in the comment section. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Don't forget to stick the notification bell on and drop me a like. Today we're going to be focusing on these two cases, and there's another 2 cases to come in the episode 6, which will conclude going through this part of it. I may find some more loose vehicles in a couple of boxes that are still up in my mum's roof, but this is a predominance of my collection, although there's some in here I definitely haven't seen looking through the ones. Now, today is going to have an interesting focus, as this case at the back here holds 6 trucks and 24 cars. And this case here, I believe, has got some trucks and stuff in as well. Hopefully everybody's going to stay with me through to the end and enjoy what we've got here. Moving on to that now. This case of all my cases was in the worst condition, so it's also got some interesting different slightly out of scale vehicles in it. We'll deal with that as we go through. It has 4 of these in, and by the looks of it, some dinosaurs. And some other bits in the bottom. And railway. Oh, what we got? A sack, a seat off something, some Lego, and the door off something. I say this one was the worst condition of all of my cases. So let's put that to one side. Right. Let's move. Oh, you probably missed all of that. Yeah. Move these bits out of the way. And my dad had a Mini. My dad was 6'6", and him crawling into a Mini was hilarious. Hightower from Police Academy had nothing on that. So this is a Corgi Toys Whiz Wheel BMC Mini Cooper S. Not BMW, BMC, British Motor Corporation. It's the rally version, which is why it's got the skid plate on the front. Diamantes for headlights. At one point this had a roof put on it because my dad had a roof on his. So what they called the leatherette roofs that people had back in the day. So yeah, that was added onto that. But I love the Diamantes for headlights. See that okay? Lancia. I love Lancias. Anybody who's been watching or subscribed to my page and liked my Facebook page, please do that, because then you see all the updates. I do put up an update every day. You see I recently printed up a Hot Wheels Lancia Delta Integrale, one of my favourite rally cars of all times. So yeah, this Lancia rubber tyres, which are obviously split. This one's obviously 1/45, so it's a bit too big, but it's in here. If people have an interest, I have got a load of other larger cars. Obviously I tend to focus on 1/64 scale on the channel, but if you want to see those, then please do drop me a comment, or go over to my page, drop me something on there where I'll post the link to this video, because I can go through all of those boxes of toys as well. Now in previous videos, particularly in the catalogues, I talked about caravans, and there was a caravan in the last one, and I knew I'd got one. So yeah, this one will be a Majorette. And I think this was pulled behind a white Capri with a red roof, but I can't remember, and it's not, as far as I know, in this collection. So it's possibly in my loose stuff. I'll put that over there. Also in the top row, we had this. Cool looking. Corgi Whiz Wheels Bertone Runabout Bocchetta. What a gorgeous looking car. And the last one in the top of the route, in the top level, is the Monte Carlo version of the Lancia, or it's the Lancia Monte Carlo. Told you I like Lancias. That one runs okay. Obviously Majorette, made in France. Still don't get what this bit in the middle's about. Don't get that. Love the opening sunroof. Cool feature. This reminds me a lot of the back of the Fiat X19. Right. This case is going to be a bit of a quicker run through. Got two of these. Look at that. Keeps it level as it goes up because it's actually been designed to do so. Working forklift. Might put these into the fleet at Vulcan Raceway for dealing with any crashes, although hopefully we won't have too many crashes. So this is a Sabron jack lift. Leslie Products, 1977. There's another one. Now, that would fit right in. Vulcan Raceway. That went onto the back of one of the lorries or something, I think. Got some dinosaurs, but I don't think people are interested in dinosaurs on this channel. There's a rubber tyre there. Don't know what that's off. Is that off? No, that one's all got them all. Pull the dinosaurs out of the way. Not interested in that. Motorbike. So it's Leslie, so that'll be a Matchbox. Honda RA, maybe? I wish this still had its front. So funky. Drag rail. Mattel, made in Hong Kong. So Matchbox also made trains. So there's some of that in here. But they also made cars to go with trains and lorries to go with trains. Because you had these. And these just about fit one of these on. But you'll see more of that in a second. There's two of those there. Because they also did these. That's some Sadie's container truck. Push that further back. Let's pull this forward. Right, get the better framing on the view. So there's a couple of those. You'll be seeing some more of those, I'm sure. Possibly in the other case. This is plastic, but it's all in the same thing. This is an Airfix one. And an Airfix pickup truck. Because of this. Now, do you remember last week we talked about, or we showed the Majorette fire engine? Well, this is what goes behind it. Tow blonde fuel bowser to go behind that, which we saw last week. But Matchbox made a load of these. And these sit on here. These also sit on there. So talking about play features. So you can put it on with your forklift. It's also got opening doors. Okay. There are some without opening doors. But underneath they also have these. So you can drive up with your forklift truck to your lorry, pick it off your lorry, turn around, put it on your train. See what I mean about play features? So there's the fire bowser, and there's a load of cargo containers for going on, all with the same thing on. And that completes that box. We'll move on to the other one. This case, of all the cases in my collection, is in the best condition. It's the newest. 1982 Z Toys. So yeah, let's get into it. Turn it round. So on the other case you saw I mentioned these. I have several of those. Put that to one side. Some lawn lorries. Some more lorries. And some more lorries. Let's put that to the side. So, put those out to the back over there. Start with these. So we had a little bit of a look at these. Now there's some differences with some of these. So two different versions. One with a black chassis, one with a silver, to carry the containers that you saw in the other box, which is kind of why I put these two boxes together. So there's 4, 5, 6 of those. Now, the village that I grew up in had its own transport company, one called Knowles Transport. So again, you can probably guess why there's a few lorries in my collection. It's an older one. Lone Star. Impey, made in England. Don't know much about that. But again, in my collection. My favourite blue. Savium. Looks a bit like some of the older Volvos. But... so it's Majorette Savium. So this one would probably have been picked up on France and Holly. Interesting on the Majorette with the wheels with the 3 spoke in the middle. But yeah, flatbed. I think that's the one that the mobile home goes on the back of. At the back there. Majorette Magorus. Again, something for 5th wheel. I've got 2 of these, which you can see from the wheels, or anybody that knows, they're going to be Matchbox. I don't have any of the skips from the back of them. So, Matchbox, super fast, number 37 skip truck. There's one. There's interesting the engine details in the back of the cab there. Looks better in that colour, I think. So 2 of those. And the first of these. So that's the 1981 Peterbilt in red. I'll put him down here. Sticking with the Matchbox, again, same cab design. This time a dumper truck. I have 2 of these. It's an Atlas. Again, I love the blue colour. Right, got a cattle truck. Matchbox. Open back. This one's another Lone Star Impey. So, same underside as that, but they're very different on top. I think from that it might have been, this might have been a skip truck. This one will be a Majorette, yeah. Majus, which is the same as that one. Cranes, I've got 2 of these. So these probably came in sets, because I think you can lift some of the cargo stuff with those as well. So Matchbox, crane truck, number 1, crane truck number 2. Now I've got 2 different versions of this. 2-parters with a little 5th wheel coupler that pops in. 1980 Leyland. articulated truck. Love that. I've also got the fuel truck version. Freeway tank, gas tanker. Burma fuels. Not so detailed on the cab on that one. The last in here, I've got box trucks. So we've got the Weetabix truck. Corgi Juniors, Leyland Terrier. I think these are all going to be Leyland Terriers, but they're different sidings on them. So the Weetabix truck. We've got the Daily Planet, Superman Saves the World, Leyland Terrier. And then we've got the Pepsi, Leyland Terrier. That concludes these two bits. Now we've got these. So, starting with Smoking the Bandit, Midnight Express, that is the Kenworth Aerodyne. Back of the container opens. Super gas. And that one, another Kenworth, with a similar paint scheme to the Peterbilt. Petrol tanker. Now, because of the intermixing of it, this has got two on the back of it with Uniroyal tyres, so this one might be a good one to sit at the track. So that's the flatbed, articulated trailer, and this one's got the Peterbilt in black. Right, running towards the end. I've not got too many cab overs in this style, but I got this one. So this is a Kenworth again. Got a couple of spare rigs. Sorry for the background noise. Lots of things going on in my area at the moment. Flying Tigers. This one's actually got a up and down in there. I don't think this is the same series because they're because they have got a true fifth wheel coupling. So I don't know who made these. Made in Hong Kong. It's the same as the Kenworth Flying Tigers. The back of the container doesn't open. Slightly longer. And there's a Goodyear one. This again might look good at the track. Especially, look at that fade paint job. I don't know how well that's showing up on camera. I don't know whether it's intentional either. But yeah. And the final vehicle that's in here, the final vehicle for this video, which again is probably going to be about 20 minutes, which I said when I went through that I'd got, is this. A And this I'm sure I'm going to put onto Vulcan Raceway at some point, because hey, why the heck not? Malone's Transporter, Detroit Diesel. So this is the Kenworth Cavover Racing Transporter, 1983, with the Kenworth racing truck. I used to go and watch truck racing. Loved it. So that concludes episode 5 of my Vintage Diecast collection videos. Next week we've got something different. I hope you enjoy. Hope you've enjoyed this. Look forward to reading your comments. Catch you all soon.